wanted to make another video about cops, technology, my opinion of the whole thing, and I'll do my best to come across in an understanding manner. First thing is there is no reason that when people look at police officers that they have to have the thoughts that they have, whether you became a drug dealer or you became just a citizen that goes to work every day, comes home, hears about what happened on the news with cops and what happened with this and what happened with that and what's going on with inflation and how people can't make money and now they're even worse and there's a bigger drug problem because Richard Sackler lied to the FDA about the addictiveness of the drug, and now I watch the problem unfold with people that I distanced myself from because of Richard Sackler's lie and what it's done, and it has had a huge impact on police officers and the things that they have to deal with. And at the same time, I will say the way that I have been treated by cops, I have had money stolen from me, I have been threatened to be shot, I've been threatened at being shot, and them say that give me a reason and I'll shoot you because I can in the 90s. So like I'm saying that cops got it bad, but I've got it bad too because I haven't done shit and I've been messed with a lot by cops for no reason at all. The cops overstepped their lines when they were messing with me, my friends, and whoever, you know, and they make you do things at times where you'll be with multiple people at times when you're a kid, when I was a kid, and when you get older, you know, it's whatever. I will say this though, when a police officer asks you for an ID, just give him your ID. It's really simple, you know. I mean, and I'll say at the same time that if cops are going to be putting people in jail for not showing their ID, then it needs to be a law, not vigilante justice, okay? But there is obviously a problem in this country. Richard Sackler made the problem tenfold what it was with his lie. And now there's this situation where government elected people are saying we got to do away with the cops, we got to disband the cops. You know, the Republicans who created this situation want to make it more of an authoritarian state, and it's their problem, they created it, you know. So here's a solution to the actual problem. A solution to the drug problem in this country. And you see, the thing is the solution requires people give up some of their public privacy. And the thing is the Republicans creating the problems, offering authoritarian solutions that don't want the cameras, don't want this stuff, don't want the technology that can actually lead to the end of, if a substance is not allowed in this country by the people that we put in office to do our bidding, then it just simply does not get in the country. And here's how it goes. I'm not saying we have all of it right now, but we have enough to take the existing infrastructure, traffic cameras, city cameras, all that, add some local graphics processing hardware or whatever that can run algorithms efficiently, and write the software that isn't already existing and implement it in city streets. If a bar wants to put a couple of feeds because of bandwidth limitations to the algorithm to be observed for problems or potential problems or certain behaviors, the bars, businesses can do that. Maybe a place like Disney should have to implement their own equipment because it's their stuff and have to have it. But the thing is, we can take the existing infrastructure cameras. Here's an example. You want people to do the speed limit. And cops are dealing with people speeding all the time. And I've seen it to the point on the roads now where I see people speed and break laws all the time. And I know the cop saw it. He was sitting there, you know, and saw it. and all the time I see cops just ignore stuff. They probably got higher priorities. But the thing is take some of that load off the police. What you do, the existing cameras that can get tag pictures and all that, you add hardware or plug the cameras into hardware that takes a timestamp, a picture of the car, the plate, whatever, and it puts a timestamp on it. Point A, intersection A, where it's at. It's going to another intersection. Okay, you got the same technology there. When the car passes through there, it reads the timestamp on both. If the person made it in too short of a time, they were doing an average speed that was higher than the legal speed limit, and they're issued a ticket by an automated system. You do that, all of a sudden, cops aren't having to pay attention to speeding, because they've got every camera in the city putting timestamps and measuring the time it takes for a car to get from point A to point B. If it was too short of a time, they were definitely speeding. They get a ticket. Everybody starts getting tickets in cities for speeding. Where you have holes in the technology. You do things like, I understand it's not the best method, but not everybody knows that you can change the MAC address of the Bluetooth on your phone, and maybe they can make it so you can't change that address anymore on your phone. But so you don't have the cameras here. It's in between cities. So you put a type of mesh-tastic peer-to-peer network. Not saying it's the greatest solution, but it would work for the time. Implement them. They have a range, I think, 10 miles between each other, and Jan's drunk and she wants to mess with me. But anyways, I'm going to try and continue. You put things that look at the Bluetooth address that showed up at the camera down here, the Bluetooth address. You don't need to put a camera out here, you put a Bluetooth, and maybe on those systems they can get a warning. And because there's no actual picture, MAC addresses can be manipulated, but it's a simple, cheap solution that could be put there, and they could be issued warnings. System reported your MAC address at here and here, said you were speeding. This is a warning. So different things can be done to deal with speeding to get it to the point where the only time a person is really going to speed on the roads is if they're high and out of their minds, and they probably should be dealt with at that point anyways. But I'm going to pause my video now and go see what Jan wants.